Alright, we're picking back up with mission number 6 here, and we just got to work on acquiring the Compy genome.
Actively incubating even more carnivores? Are we, Dr. Sattler?
I need the genome first. At least enough to fill in the gaps of a Compy.
Hammond knew what he was doing when he reached out to you.
What does that mean?
With all due respect, Dr. Sattler, you're a zealot. Like he is. No offense.
I didn't realize believing in something was a weakness. If my belief ensures the health and safety of life on this island, be it dinosaur, human, or even a tiny little plant, then that's all that matters to me.
Say, have you ever heard of summit fever, Dr. Sattler? In mountaineering, it's what gets climbers killed. The desire, the compulsion, if you will, to reach the top becomes more important than anything else, more important than survival, even. That's John Hammond.
And that's also me? That's what you mean?
I'm only offering perspective.
When you're trying for something, you want to achieve it. Especially something you've dreamt about your entire life.
It's not the goal that concerns me, Dr. Sattler. It's the cost.
That was a pretty, fairly lengthy conversation. Looks like we might need another cafe. Let's see if we can fit one here. Shouldn't be a problem. As long as... oh wait, I need to have this inside the power zone. And hopefully the path will connect a bit smoother. Alright, we want an Ankylosaurus. Sure. Because I would really like to get Ankylosaurus anyway. Alright, that was smoother for sure. The research gets done so fast. I'm so used to the challenge mode research speed where everything takes like 10 minutes to do. Alright, can I... do we even have the Compy genome unlocked at all? This has to be it over here. Yeah, these are new sites altogether. The Solnhofen Formation in Germany and the Canjures in France. I'm sure I said those wrong. Let's see, honestly, I'm not too worried about these for now. So we're just gonna research everything else. And we need aggressive instincts. Which one? I forgot which one that is. It's this one, and we already have 1.0 and 2.0. Facility rating's good, we just need more dinosaurs, and we're not really anywhere close to getting the Compsognathus done yet, so let's have a few Herrerasaurus while we're waiting. Since in the last episode we have their exhibit already pre-planned for them. But we're gonna need to smooth some of this stuff out. And just like last time, we'll have lots of tree coverage in the back. This is just the campaign mode, so I'm not too worried about space conservation or what necessarily. We're mainly just trying to meet the objectives of the story mode. Maybe get some ideas for challenge mode along the way. Alright, let's try this one. There we go. I wish there was a smaller water brush to use, and we do have sand at our disposal, thankfully. And one thing that I haven't done that I'm going to do now is try some of these new redwood trees, which look fantastic. I really like having just the more variation in the tree height. And we'll put a extended carnivore feeder over here, and we'll have a live bait feeder back here. And we'll make this one not dispense as often. And let's see, are the Herrerasauruses ready? Not yet. Trying to multitask here because I want to make a nice Herrerasaurus exhibit, but I also want to make sure we're getting that compy DNA. Pretty sure there's not any new rocks, but let's just check. Yeah, all the same rocks. That's okay, I guess. Alright, that'll be good. It's for our needs for now anyway. Plenty big, so we'll put as many Herrerasaurus in there as we can. What's up with these two very random Gallimimus? I think these two are survivors from when the park was completely in chaos when we first came up here. Reach profit per minute. We'll make this one a bit more expensive, I guess. Can I, like, change the ticket price, like, at all? Or no, it doesn't look like it. Alright, our Herrerasaurus is already, so this should help.
Collecting asset. Heading to collect the asset.
And let's get more dig teams going. We'll be at the necessary objective pretty soon, especially since we got a piece of amber cooking in there. And can I upgrade these ranger stations?
Asset delivery confirmed.
Doesn't... well, maybe I can research it or something. But let's see, I'm sure there's some feeders that need to be restocked, so we'll send a team out here. Don't get too damaged, please. So one thing that is kind of interesting is, as far as I can tell...
I've studied dinosaurs since I was a boy. My passion became my career. Now I found myself here at Jurassic Park, questioning everything I believed. This new contract could provide some answers.
Can't say no to
You would
Dr.
think that
Grant.
one living specimen of an extinct animal should be more than enough for all of us. But it's not enough. And we need more.
This is our green Triceratops, by the way. I was about to say something, and this is what I was looking at. Yeah, so there is no... The only, like, visibility feature in the Jurassic Park version so far, but I think it just stays this way, is the car tour. There's no, like, stationary gallery or viewing platform or any of that stuff. Which is kind of interesting. I personally don't mind it because a lot of the time, I spent a lot of time redesigning the original parks, and I heavily utilized the Jurassic tours just because I thought it gave me a lot more freedom for designing the exhibits. And as expected, these two are perfectly happy because they've got a gigantic exhibit to roam around in. But we're about to reach the Compy goal, so I'm not going to incubate another Herrerasaurus just yet. Yeah, I keep going over here, and there's nothing for me to adjust, so I'll just leave it the way it is, I guess. I was thinking it'd be really neat to
Let's
put
get some into an
the...
enclosure and make sure they have access to food and water.
Alright, we need 5 of them. I was thinking of actually putting them in here with the Velociraptor pen, because it's like, it's already built. But, I'm kind of curious if the there's no way the compies can damage the tour vehicles. That would be really, I mean, I'm just gonna do it. We'll do an experiment. If it doesn't work, then whatever, we tried it. Alright, got water there, and let's put a feeder for them. You can totally hear the raptors in here. I just still am confused what the purpose of that is. Aside from it's a neat decoration. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's incubate the compies. Anything particularly interesting in here? They only have 4 gene spots. And there's only that one cosmetic for now. I think that'll get it to 100%. So let's start going for something else. Ankylosaurus. I've been neglecting Ankylosaurus a bit. And I forgot, Apatosaurus is basically done. We're really, well, the compies incubate really fast at least, but we're really limited with only having 2 spots, and we can only build 1 helipad. So that's slowing us down quite a bit.
Asset to be collected.
We're gonna see what their social needs are real quick, and I dread the idea of having to tranquilize these guys. Alright, they're already on the ground, so... Alright, so they're... Oh, they're so tiny. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Here, let's zoom in closer. They sound just like and look just like they do in the movie. I love that they just completely disappear in the grass. Well, these look fantastic, and it looks like they are probably the easiest dinosaur to keep around, which is nice.
En route to collect the asset.
So I don't really need to worry about their stress unless the game decides to make them stressed for
Asset.
gameplay reasons. Let's do 2 more of them. Oh, first dinosaur died. Who was that?
These results of yours, they can improve the lives of the dinosaurs. And our lives too, as we interact with them. Nice job.
Let's see, it was one of our Gallimimuses that we were just looking at. Died of old age. Yeah, how much genome were in these guys when they were released? 50%. So,
Asset collection request received.
unfortunately, a lot of the earlier dinosaurs will possibly die off before we even finish the story. I guess it just depends on how much longer it takes us.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Because our hands aren't full enough with walking and crawling dinosaurs, now you want dinosaurs that fly?
They're reptiles, actually. And just imagine what it would be like to witness them taking flight. Within a secured enclosure, of course. Now, I just need to find Cabot. He seems to have flown the coop.
Which these dinosaurs, reptiles, can never do. Like ever. And you know that for a fact. Right, John?
A secured aviary, Dr. Malvin. What goes in, stays in.
But, John, what exactly goes in?
Alright, so our Herrerasaurus is cured, although one of them has ran all the way to the back. And we have our first group of compies in the park. And I haven't had any problems
There
with
was a time I thought of a T-Rex, and then it arrived. So if it can be imagined, it can be made manifest. This contract, for example, needs that same level of determination. Don't disappoint.
There doesn't seem to be any negative consequences for having them in the same area as the raptor pen, which, like I said, as far as I can tell so far, is only there for decoration, unless it gets damaged by a storm, in which case it releases the raptors upon you. So that's my impressions of that so far. And now it's time for Pteranodons. So we're getting Compies and Pteranodons in the same mission. Let me know which one you're more excited for. For me, I'm not sure yet because I haven't seen the Pteranodons. If they kind of repeat the same animation over and over, I will say I like the Compies more, but if they're more of a dynamic animal that just, even though they're in a secured cage, they still do like interesting things, then I will say the Pteranodons are more exciting. To me, anyway. Just, let's see, I didn't realize how messed up this was, so I'm trying to fix it without completely ruining everything. Let's see, that looks a little better, I think. Let's take a quick look at our stegos. They seem to be very happy. We could probably have some more of them. But for now, I need to research the aviary also. Do I have that unlocked? I do. Cameras, unlock camera mode, and night vision. That's going to be a really fun tool to use. Heavy cable fence. I need a lot more John Hammond reputation to get that. I have a feeling that something tells me that the final mission might be like a really long one that basically gives you access to the remaining dinosaurs and says get to 5 stars. But we'll find out. For now, does Pteranodon get incubated in here? I can't tell yet, anyway. Let's have more Compies, because as far as I can tell, they're probably the easiest thing to have. What's their rating, by the way? Do they attack the cars?
Dr. Grant, the aviary research is complete.
And you believe in the findings?
As much as I believe in anything here, which is to say, no. But the engineers are confident in the design. I mean, they were before, too, so, you know, we've got that to fall back on.
Okay, we'll get this aviary built, powered, and connected to the rest of the park. Then we'll be able to have one of Ellie's favorites, available for study and on display.
We're doing it, Alan. We're all doing it.
Doing what?
Proving Hammond right.
Okay, you can incubate and release Pteranodons at an aviary. You can increase the number of Pteranodons that can be supported by an aviary in the info panel. Storm-damaged aviaries risk releasing Pteranodons into the wild. I'm not going to do it on purpose, but I'd love to see what happens when a Pteranodon escapes. When they say release into the wild, it almost makes it sound like it's just gonna fly away, like it won't attack guests, it'll just fly away. I have new fences. Oh, I have the light cable fence now, good. So I don't have to use all my electricity anymore. Oh boy, this is big. Well, this whole area is pretty congested, and I have this blank area over here, so let's go with this. I want to give it enough room so that if I need to put down some extra guest buildings, then I'll have room for those. I'm gonna need another substation, which we'll put here for now. I think I just ran out of power. Let's see if... Let's replace a bunch of the fencing with non-electrical fencing and see if I can save us building another power station. I may come to regret this later, but I'm going to try to keep it limited to the areas that don't hold dangerous dinosaurs.
I hope our guests share your enthusiasm, my dear Dr. Sattler.
Pteranodons. Alan, pteranodons. Can you believe it?
How many times has that question been asked on this island?
It's not how many times it's been asked, Dr. Grant, but how many times it's been answered. Today, Jurassic Park takes flight.
Let's see, I might need to have more substations, cause... Oh, was that the other Gallimimus? It was.
Asset requiring collection.
Is this thing powered? It only needs 10 power. Okay, so... Right now I can hold 2 Pteranodons. Incoming storm. Let's just play it safe and do this. I need to send out expeditions for Pteranodon DNA anyway. Oh, it counts it as a piscivore, if that's how you say it. The fish-eating guys, like the Spinosaurs. I mean, that makes sense. Our compies are ready. Something's immediately broken.
Acknowledging asset collection request. En route to pick up the asset.
Hoping it's not a tornado. That'd be great. Let's put another substation over here.
Asset delivered.
That should connect this area of the fencing. Or am I just out of power now? Because, yeah, I'm just out of power in general because it all went to this thing. Do I have room back here for another one of these big things? I think I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weather conditions have started to pass. Please resume your normal activities.
Before I open the park, let's check on these guys because, alright, they're fine. That storm was really short. Because the fences are down, and could have been a problem if they tried to break out. Alright, that should be fine. Oh boy. Can I sneak anything around to the back? Maybe not. Oh, nothing can fit in here, really? It looks like something can, barely. Alright, we're just gonna play the goofy game here, and we're just gonna have a staff path that goes around the back. It's not gonna look too pretty, but this is just the story mode, so let's get rid of this extra pylon though. Alright, so requires power. Oh, that's right. That'd be why. Okay, everything's powered again. So, I mean, honestly, I probably didn't have to get rid of that fencing. I should have just built the second power station to begin with. But I was just trying to save some space. Let's get to extracting the Pteranodon DNA. That thing looks awesome. The dig site was completed after sending one search there. That's kind of, oh wait, no, it's up there. Okay, so we're doing Pteranodons next. Let's introduce another dinosaur while we wait. Well, we have 100% Apatosaurus, so I think that'd be a really great addition. We're gonna need a third one though. And I also just realized that they're the ones that need, well, Brachiosaurus does too, but they need a lot of forest coverage to be happy, so we'll need to monitor that when we put them in. Let's take a look at this thing. It's been nighttime and dusk for a while. So you can see the viewing centers at the bottom. Oh yeah, this is like straight out of Jurassic Park 3 with the railings and the sheltered covered areas. That thing looks really cool. I'm really interested to see how the Pteranodons interact with everything. I have a sort of bad feeling that the Apatosauruses are going to take forever. Which they probably will. It's kind of what they're good at, unfortunately. What is this? 1993 variants, 2001 variants. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even see that earlier. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really care about any of these other skins, because we're just going to be using the movie ones. So, let's just research some of these other dinosaurs, I guess. I was contemplating just getting a lot of this done off screen or not recording it, but because this is really just like the same process as ever, but there's been a lot of new dialogue that has been kind of fun to hear. So I figured, why not? That's kind of the purpose of a playthrough like this, is to see everything. These look really good. I was kind of skeptical as to how they'd look because they're so tiny. But these are way smaller than even the Homalocephalae, and they still look really nice. Yeah, those are straight out of the Lost World, so that's really cool. Alright, we got our dinosaur research done already. Or one of them. Let's spend some time looking at our facilities, because I have a feeling we need more of them. Let's build another gift shop and another bathroom. Let's, we'll move some stuff over here. Oh, didn't notice that the terrain was that different. Let's flatten it out. Speaking of flattening the terrain, this whole thing back here got messed up by me earlier, so let's fix that real quick. And one more building. Might as well stick another cafe over here. And lastly, let's have some fun with these buildings. Or these little things, or whatever you want to call them. I'm almost positive there's a, yep, aviary right there. I have no idea which direction this arrow is pointing though, which is... Let's see. Alright, cool. Dilophosaurus, T-Rex, Velociraptor. Let's just put that here, even though this is technically the Compy exhibit. What happened to you? Where did... Why are you off the rail? What happened? Or what's going on? I'm not... Is the driver trying to run over the compies or something? Here comes the next... I have a feeling this car got glitched somehow. Alright, well it's back on the rail now. I bet somehow the compies hit it and knocked it off its track, and it was just really struggling to get back on. That would be my best guess. Yep, Pteranodon Enclosure marker. And we'll put another one up here. And we gotta get a better view of these. Yes, sir. Pretty neat. I like those a lot. Okay, well, we definitely can start incubating the Pteranodons. Alright, as far as I know, I don't have any other skins, so it's just the default. Incubate and incubate. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... I'm assuming that this will draw guests over this way very shortly. Who died? Another Gallimimus. We have another... our Apatosauruses are done. So let's get them in and we'll incubate the third one before I forget, because they will not be happy with only 2 of them. Yeah, Pteranodons are incubating. I haven't been doing much of the contracts, to be honest, as you can tell. Ankylosaurus is at like 70-ish%. Yeah, it's exactly 70%, so I could have done that one next. Maybe, unless the game instructs me to do otherwise, that'll be our next dinosaur. I just thought this little area here might be a really neat little mini enclosure for Ankylosaurus, since they don't really like having a lot of space. And it'll kind of fill this dead area that I have. Or else I could just put them in here. Since all the Gallimimuses have died, I can just put 2 Ankylosaurus in here with the Triceratops. Assuming that's another Gallimimus, it is. Let's get, let's send some refill teams out.
Responding to resupply request.
How are our Apatosauruses? They're fine with the environment, which is good. They just want another buddy, which is on its way. Oh, we need to have a rating of 400. Can I...
Asset transportation underway.
I'll just increase the amount of spots, because it's not like money's an issue for us right now. If we need to have a certain rating, though, I might as well max out the genome before I release more of them. Yeah, all I can do is alter the skin. I can't do anything else with it. So we'll have the first 2, and then we'll wait to release the rest at 100%. Alright, this is pretty exciting. Let's release our first Pteranodon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Pteranodon to the park.
They look really good.
Transit has commenced.
Has a very itchy wing, apparently. But yeah, there's no button for me to push to open up its like happiness or its social needs or anything like that. So, and I'm curious, I want to see it like do something besides just scratch itself though. Pretty good. Well, they look fantastic. Unfortunately, it does seem like it's basically a much better version of the kind of mini exhibits that were in the Frontier Zoo Tycoon game. Not Planet Zoo, the one that came before that. With that being said, I'm very happy that they're in here at all. I think that's what they have here is probably the best that they could do with the game engine that they had. So, I mean, they look fantastic. I think that's going to get us to Pteranodon done. So let's shift our focus back to Ankylosaurus. And, our Apatosauruses are almost done, which is good because these guys are losing comfort. They're really far away from any fence though, so I don't necessarily think that they just beeline for fences to attack them. It'd be interesting if they become irritated if they seek out and attack the cars though. That'd be kind of cool. For us, not for the tour cars. The Velociraptor sign's already up. Let's do some decorations. Put a Brachiosaurus sign down here. And a Parasaurolophus sign. Because there's a lot of them in here.
Asset to be collected.
And let's incubate the remaining Pteranodons. We'll just have 6 because why not? Let me just click on this and see if there's anything I possibly missed. So yeah, it just is a flat cost increase. There's no like additional feeders necessary or anything like that.
Assets in the air.
And there's it does have this feature, but as far as I can tell, well, there's a Pteranodon camera. Oh, okay. So you can't click on them from the outside. You have to access them from the building itself. Are our Apatosauruses done? Not yet. I have a feeling that once we complete this, that will either complete the mission or something will go wrong, and we'll have to react somehow. Let's see, is this... Yeah, there's more people here now. Might as well just put these at max capacity, because why not? Profit per minute should be done as soon as I release all these, and then Ankylosaurus is up next after Apatosaurus, and guest count will be reached very shortly also. That building looks fantastic. Like even if it's like not the most impressive thing in the game as far as like the actual following the dinosaurs, like having this on the island and seeing them flying around in it adds a ton of scenery as far as like really cool looking buildings go. Alright, Apatosaurus is already.
Collecting asset.
We are pleased to welcome
Asset requiring collection.
That should get the profit per minute and the guest count done. And we need aggressive instincts Ankylosaurus. We're definitely doing the Jurassic Park 3 pattern. That's honestly, I didn't even know that was one of the ones that was getting redone. But I really like the third movie's Ankylosaurus. Alright, we got all the rest of our Pteranodons already.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Pteranodon to the park.
Yeah, let's release all of them. And then we'll... Oh, we have to maintain the guest count for an extended period of time. That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I have a feeling that if this gets damaged, the Pteranodons, there might be an animation of them flying out.
This has got to be improving our bottom line.
Okay, that's gonna be mission 6 for us. Okay, so I'm probably going to stop the recording, but first let's get the briefing for our final mission. I think we're staying here on Isla Sorna, but let's find out. What, Isla Nublar, not Sorna.
We're just going to continue to add to the populations, dinosaurs and humans, increase the density and capacity of both. It's a miracle. Two creatures from the same place, but different worlds.
The dream, Dr. Malcolm. The dream of dinosaurs once again roaming the earth. Belief pays off.
Ellie, the dinosaurs went extinct because they were supposed to. Survival of the fittest, nature's law. But a new god has spoken. He wears a white cabana shirt and walks with a cane. This is John Hammond's world now. We're just surviving in it. Marking time until we're not.
We didn't suffer in vain, Ian. Something good and wonderful came out of this. Living dinosaurs.
Yeah, good. Wonderful. The chaos is coming, Dr. Sadler, but I do admire your optimism.
Okay, so this gets us the return to Jurassic Park items in campaign and challenge mode. So we should work to capitalize on the park's ongoing success, and the goal is to get T-Rex. And okay, I mean that's pretty straightforward. I just want to make sure there's not any more dialogue that's gonna pop up before I exit out. Oh, okay, T-Rex is just unlocked. Here you can see him on the screen there. Got us an achievement for getting the Pteranodons. And let's see if there's any new research. We got upgrades for power stations. So, alright, we'll stop it for here. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I'm really excited to have compies and Pteranodons in the park. And we'll finish it off next time with the addition of the original T-Rex. I'm thinking this area over here
Doing a job and
looks
doing
like
it
a
well
nice
should be its
area.
own reward. But I've decided to give you a little something extra. I hope you like it.
It's right up your alley. Alright, thanks again everyone, and I'll see you next time.